Okay, before anything else, I just want to say today's Monday, November 2. Today's the day I released the video, and today's Laura's birthday. Happy birthday, Laura. Yeah. Hey guys, as you all know, I just got the a7c days ago, and the thing is, I've been using it, and my first impression is that I really like this camera, and I can't make a full review out of it because the thing is, I just had this camera for a few days, and it's not sufficient. Like a lot of people just have the camera and can have this review. I'm going to use it for 3 days, and it's my review. No, that doesn't work. For instance, for instance, a lot of people are complaining, nitpicking on the menu of the camera. But the thing is, if you have the camera for quite a while, you'd get used to the menu. You just go to the menu when you're used to it. I don't like people complaining about the menu and they just had the camera for a week or so. And for the rest who had the camera for a year or more than a year and still complain on the menu, you should be getting used to it by now. So like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway. First of all, this is not a paid promotion or a sponsored video. And at the same time, this is also my camera. I bought it, and this is not a full review because there's a lot of reviews out there on YouTube. And if you want to check a good review, check somewhere else because, I'm not reviewing it. It's still new to me, but I'm just going to tell you what I think about it and what I like and what I don't like about it. Okay, so let's start. So this is the a7c. So it looks like the a6600, which is the camera I have. It's like the a65, a66. Yeah, first things first, it's very light. I really like this camera here, and it's the same weight as the a6600. And yeah, so I was after for a travel camera that is very light and takes good photos. First time I used the a6500, I was enjoying it. I was traveling in New South Wales. I had the 10 to 18. So I was trying to build that setup. I was trying to get it with a6400, and then I tried to get it with a a6600. But the thing is, I don't have that 10 to 18 as of now. But yeah, then came this camera here. So what happened was Sony released this camera and it's full frame. Like I really love full frame. If I go traveling and I bring a crop camera, I'll always bring a full frame camera with me extra. So at this point, I'm just going to bring one camera. My initial plan for this one here is to use it with this lens, the Tamron as a wide lens. But I tried this 28mm, this one here from Sony. It's an old lens and works good. So first thing that I noticed with the camera here is that you see the grip, this one here. It's a bit slippery. If you're used to the a6600, a6500, then you'd feel it's slippery and it's not too deep. Look at that, it's not too deep. I don't have the other cameras as comparison, but if you look at it, it's really not that deep, but it works with my hand, and yeah, so it's just fine with my hand. Another thing is that there are less buttons here also. So you can only utilize this button, I can't see it, and this one here. So what I did is that I usually don't move my aperture. I seldomly move my aperture. And this is the aperture button here. So what I did was I reassigned it. I have a quick menu wherein this is going to be the ISO. Come on, focus camera. This is going to be the ISO, and this one is going to be shutter. Another option that I have is that I can press this button here, this AF button, and it's going to show you the ISO. Let me just try to turn it on, show it to you. So if I'm shooting photos let me just do that. So if I'm shooting photos, I can just press this key here, and then it's gonna show me the ISO. I'm just gonna move the ISO with this button. So I move the MF on top because I won't be using this for photos. And yeah, so yeah, I like the grip, though it's slippery, but it's not that deep. It's just right. I like the grip. I don't know. I just like the grip. Another thing I noticed with this camera here is this record button. It's quite frustrating because yeah, when you're recording, you got used to the button here at the back. So when you're filming, you press this button here at the back. And what I do is whenever I use this button in top, my hand rests here because it's just what you get used to when you're shooting photos. But when I try to record a video, I have to pull my finger up here. So it's quite, I don't know, it's just a nitpick. I hate people who nitpick, but this is what I feel. I'm not nitpicking it. I'm just saying. I'm not like, yeah, I like this camera. Yeah, so you have to bring your finger up here just to press record. So what I did is I remapped the settings, and I don't usually use the manual AF on, like this button here. I don't usually use it that much. So I made it as my record button as well as the shutter button. So both of them are my record button, and the manual focus is just here. This one here. I changed this to the manual toggle switch because the thing is, when you're holding the camera this way, and you might be able to press this accidentally at the back, and you're setting your camera to manual focus, and that's not good. So what I did was on video mode, I set this as my record button. I can do this just like the A7 III, which I'm filming on, and you can press this to record, or you can press this to record. I don't have to pull my finger up here and then press this button. It's quite annoying at this point, but if I keep on using it, I'll get used to it. It'll be fine. But as of now, I'm hesitant to do it. And yeah, so that's 1 for the grip. It's a bit slippery. 2 for this button here, and 3 for the lack of buttons. But again, that's good. That's still fine with me. If you buy this camera, you should be aware of what it does, what it can do. And yeah, this is not for everyone. Like if you want to do professional shooting, I've used this for professional shooting. But the thing is, if you want to look big in the camera and everything else, so yeah, this is not for you. But for me, it's the best size, best ergonomics. Yeah, it's a good camera. Another thing that I noticed with this camera also is that when you open this, sorry with the microphone. When you try to open the screen, look at the screen. It's not straight on, it's tilted. So when you're looking at yourself, you kind of feel that the screen is it's tilting that way. Like you're facing it, and then the screen is like tilting this way. You had that feeling because when you, yeah, this is the, I don't want to break it, but yeah, the screen is a bit tilted this way. Okay. And another thing is that I just noticed this. I've had a lot of other Sonys, and they're not aligned. These two things here for the strap, they're not aligned. And for this camera, they're like the A7 III, they're not aligned, but they're almost the same. This one, they're really far apart. Like, I don't know, should go straight, but this one here is way on top, and this one is down. But it doesn't matter. If you have a strap, you won't feel it. But just me noticing it, it's just there. Okay. And another thing that I noticed with this camera here is that, yeah, opening this is good, but when you have your screen open and you just want to get your memory card, it's quite a snug fit. Like, you had to, but either way, you can just open that and just remove the memory card like that. But it's kind of weird, and it's kind of cramped. But again, a lot of people is going to nitpick on that. I'm just saying it. I like it still, and I'm not complaining. It's a good camera. Being biased right now. Another thing that I noticed with the camera is, yeah, this thing is good. This one here, this one is good. This is very good that it stays open. But the thing is, sometimes if you have your cable here, it's like, I might break this anytime soon because I might put my camera down and might bend this one here. So I might break it soon. So I'm just afraid of that. But just that you know, it's there. Okay, another thing is I forgot about the Canons. I used to have the Canon with the flippy screen, and yeah, if you have this and you just tilt this a bit there, it's gonna yeah, tilt the photo, and it's not the same. Like it's gonna go upside down. So, yeah, there you go. So just a small tilt, it's gonna go upside down, but it's not that bad. It just happens if you're shooting. I don't think you'll be shooting from above that you need to tilt the that one up there. But anyway, it happens, and also if you're shooting from below, you can't tilt it down because this is the end of the. This is the tip of the swivel. But again, I think the Canons are like that. But I just found it weird. I don't know. By the way, I'm so sorry if my mind's like way over the place because I'm still doing some assignments from school for my master's, and I just want to put this video up. So yeah, I'm doing this video simultaneously. Like I don't make a script. I just say what I say, and that's it, just like a vlog. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I like that this one here has my name though. This one is like it's tight, and the battery is a snug fit, so it's not wasting a lot of space. It's so light. It's so good. I love this camera here. I don't know. I'm just praising it a lot, maybe. And yeah, so those are the main things I've found as of now. I might post more videos about it, more information about the camera. But again, let me just go back. The grip is really slippery. If you're not used to it, it feels slippery. It's not that deep like the a6600 or the a7 III. It's not that deep, but it's just fine. The lack of buttons, but you can rearrange it. This record button here, which is, yeah, it's annoying to pull your finger up. It's like, it's, yeah, a lot of effort. The screen, wherein you tilt a bit, it's going to tilt. That's just it. As of now, that's what I can see about this camera here. And yeah, so I've decided to use a 28mm. Keep on using a 24mm for quite some time for my vlogging. I would want a wide lens. I plan to use this Tamron 17-28, this one here. Whoops. And what happened was I borrowed this from a friend, and I kind of liked it. And look, I just placed a filter on it with an adapter. It's a 49mm. I have a bigger adapter on it. I'm planning to get an ND filter for it. So the next vlog is going to be using this camera here with this lens. Unless if I'm going to be traveling and I'm going to need a wide lens, I'm going to use that lens. But again, it's very light. It's very good. I'm enjoying it. I even use it on my gimbal. I'm going to show you a photo. I'm using it with a Crane M. Hold on. I'm going to get the Crane M. Just stay there. Okay, so this is the Crane M. It's a very tiny gimbal. It's very small, but yeah, you can use this camera here. I've changed the bottom with an Arca, and yeah, it works. It works with it, especially with the 28mm. Let me see. So yeah, so I'm using this camera here, this gimbal. It's so tiny. Yeah, you can see how small it is. This is just a foot. So yeah, I'm too lazy to turn it on and show you how it works, but it does work. Okay, I'm gonna try to show it to you. So here it is. So I'm using it with a Zion Crane M2, which is the mini Zion Crane M2, and it's very good. It works. I'm just trying to do the full. So there you go. So I can set it to go mode. Look at that. So this gimbal works for this camera. Look at that. Stabilize it. And yeah, it has the flip screen and works well. It's pretty good. Just try to see if I can. Whoopsie. Okay. Look at that. So yeah, this one works with this gimbal, so kind of like it. Anyway, that's it for now. yeah, I'm gonna update you with more videos about this camera here. Well, I'll be using this camera, but if ever I have problems with it, if ever I feel something's lacking with this camera, I'm gonna tell you ahead. But again, in getting this camera, I know that this camera for photography is not the best. Well, just for the shutter speed. For the usual A7 III, it goes 1/8000. For fast capture, this one goes around 1/4000. So I'm good with that because yeah, I can adjust with it. The ISO is just like the A7 III. The focusing is better than the A7 III, and it's full frame. I'm just after a full frame camera that can film me, that I can see myself, that is light. So this one ticked all the boxes. So for now, this is my main vlogging camera, my travel camera. I even use this for work, like shooting weddings. And yeah, I did shoot photography with this lens. The only problem I'm facing now is that the files are not viewable at the moment on my old Lightroom. I need to upgrade my iOS. I'm with High Sierra, and I have to move to like Catalina and then upgrade my Lightroom to Lightroom 10. So it's a lot of work. I haven't posted a lot of videos now, and yeah, that's why I'm not good for review, because I haven't used this camera to its full extent. And that's it. I should stop blabbering now. Anyway, see you guys soon, and take care. Bye.